Good afternoon. My name is Conrad Schubach, and this is my presentation, Coffee and Benefits, a Starbucks Story. A little history of Starbucks. Starbucks opened its first store on March 31st, 1971 in Pike Place Market, Seattle, Washington. In 1982, Howard Schultz joined Starbucks as Director of Retail Operations and Marketing. 1983, Schultz travels to Milan, Italy, and was impressed how coffee shops operated. He then considered bringing the same operation style back to Seattle. What Howard Schultz saw in Milan, Italy was the small local coffee shop feel, and he wanted to implement that back into Starbucks, but on a grander scale. So basically what he had seen, not only was it the coffee making process that he observed in Italy, but he also observed how when customers would walk in, the first thing the barista would do was greet them by their first name. And he was so impressed by that because it made you feel welcome. It made you feel like you wanted to stay there, and you just felt welcome to be there. Schultz convinces the founders of Starbucks to try the same operating styles he saw in Italy. This experiment works tremendously. By 1985, Schultz founded his own coffee company of Il Giornale, which means the journal in Italian, which in a 2-year time span gains enough revenue to buy Starbucks, making Howard Schultz owner and operator of Starbucks Corporation. In 1988, Starbucks offers full health benefits to eligible and part-time employees. Howard Schultz always believed in giving his employees health benefits. Little history of that. Howard Schultz grew up in New York. His father was a delivery truck driver. His dad would deliver goods in the neighborhood, while his dad broke his foot while on the job, didn't have health insurance, and because of that was laid off from his job. And an already struggling family now having to deal with these, not having the breadwinner, so to speak, of the family not having a job because of his foot really impacted the Schultz family, and it really impacted Howard to the point where there's various accounts of him, stating that because of that event, he's always believed in having health insurance for people that worked for him and for the company. So in the 1998, opens coffee shop locations in underserved neighborhoods through partnership with Magic Johnson. What that was able to do was to bring Starbucks into poverty-stricken, low-income neighborhoods, and with the affordable prices, provide food and coffees and teas for low-income families. And then in 2015, offers to pay full tuition coverage for all 4 years of an undergraduate degree for qualifying U.S. Starbucks partners. It has over 22,000 Starbucks locations worldwide. Products and services. Provides delicious hot and cold coffee, hot and iced espresso beverages, fruit smoothies, teas, and Starbucks refreshers, all at an affordable price. Coffee and tea brewing equipment, coffee mugs, books, and gifts. Starbucks coffee shops have free Wi-Fi, lounging areas, and food. Competitive advantage. Starbucks offers new and innovative products to keep customers interested. For example, pumpkin spice latte is a seasonal beverage that sells very well in fall months. Starbucks bought Teavana in 2012 and has expanded its food services to offer more selection to the customer. With that, Teavana, by Starbucks buying Teavana, it opened up a whole new avenue and created an aspect of Starbucks not just being a coffee shop, but coffee and tea, and providing other services to customers. With that, Starbucks has also been very competitive in the food market that it provides at its coffee shops. I know their cake pops are unbelievably successful And one of the staples of Starbucks company itself are the little cake pops that they sell. But I mean, they also have sandwiches and cakes and whatnot, and it really has exponentially grown the company by providing the food. Competitive advantages in human resources. Employees are guaranteed competitive pay for all employee positions. Full and part-time employees can be awarded healthcare benefits. Starbucks is anti-discriminatory in its hiring process and is actively open about its diversity. Especially after this recent presidential election, Howard Schultz has gone on record as having very opposite views of Donald Trump, and Howard Schultz's views of having diverse people working for his company is the reason why Starbucks has been successful. How to improve their competitive advantage. 1. I would recommend using local products in Starbucks locations, such as organic food from local farms in close proximity to the location. I think by doing that, you create a better feel of a local coffee shop if it's home and local produce that's in the Starbucks location. And then number 2, offer more hands-on lecture-based training than online training courses. It allows employees a chance to ask questions and gain more knowledge. Personal experience, I had a friend who worked for Starbucks. They were saying that all of their trainings either be sexual harassment or anti-discrimination or anything is just online, and it's just a little video tutorial. You watch the video, you print off the paperwork, and ta-da, you're all cut up in everything in human resources. And I from what my friend has said, and from my own personal experience with that, people are lazy and they'll just click through and just, oh, okay, I got to get it done, da 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 da. Where if you have a teacher going over PowerPoint presentation and answering questions, it's a little bit more hands-on, and I think people will grasp and have a little bit more knowledge of what Starbucks is trying to teach them about human resources. So in conclusion, Starbucks has become a food and beverage industry leader over the past 30 years, due in part to the respect the company has given to its employees. By having a caring and open work culture, Starbucks will continue to maintain its success for many more years to come. I personally agree with this, and I thank you for listening to my presentation. Have a good day.